Hi guys, my name's Brett, I'm the Bearded Gnome, and today I'm in Wales. I'm in a garden called Aberglasney Garden, taking a break from the sunny life of Tresco. I'm working down here for a couple of weeks on a placement. It's about 7:30 in the morning, the sheep and birds are all out singing, and I'm going to give you a little tour of the garden, just show you some of the winter interest around. It's quite a bit of a break from me, from Tresco, looking at all the winter interest we have in the garden here. It's been quite emotional, quite a slow realisation of how much I love winter in the British countryside and the winter garden interest anyway. Like the Helleborus and Snowdrops are all out, they're looking amazing, and I'm going to give you guys a little tour around, so come on. So here we are, standing by the lower woodland garden, looking up at Aberglasney House, and the thing that takes me away are these Abies albas right here. They kind of give the garden a really structural look. They kind of tie everything together, almost the kind of centre telegraph poles of the garden, but they're really pretty. And what do we have right here? One of my favourite plants. This is Helleborus foetidus, the stinking hellebore. It's great as a cut flower, so Valentine's Day, if you want to put this on one of your lovers' kitchen tables, go for it. The bees like it, it comes up every winter, self-seeds around all over the place. It's just a really great plant for early pollinators, and it does really well. So you don't get much more of a striking plant than this one here in a winter garden. This is Hamamelis cross intermedia. I think this is a cultivar called Pulsatilla, but it's got a lovely kind of fragrant smell. The flowers are super weird. They're kind of like little wire brushes poking out. If I can just focus you there. Oh, look at that. And when this catches the sun, it looks really pretty. And there's quite a few of them just like dotted around here in the garden. And we've got another cool plant over here. This is Pieris japonica, I think. A cultivar called Passion. But I'm a massive Erica fan, as you could probably tell from some of my other videos, and these little Erica-like flowers are just awesome. They make a really cool sound. It's that Erica kind of ha-ha, I think it's called, or a ta-ta, or a cur-cur, something like that, but look at that colour. It's amazing. Here we have some Cyclamen. This is either Cyclamen, coum or heterophilia. I'm not really sure which is which. I know that one comes up in the autumn, one comes up in the spring. But a really nice kind of shady, woody plant. Really great leaves. You get some really fascinating leaf patterns on some of them. There's a guy on YouTube called the Stinky Ditch Nursery. I really recommend his stuff if you're into your Cyclamen and Helleborus and things. But yeah, lovely. The sound of running water just goes hand in hand with this garden. The whole thing, it kind of slopes down and there's channels that guide the water through the garden. These things that look like landmines in front of me, they're a bog plant called Gunnera maculata. Everyone's probably seen it at least once in their life. They're striking rhubarb relative. It just kind of grows up very prehistoric spiky stems. The leaves get massive, so I've never been to the garden in summer, but I'd love to kind of see these as you walk up through the path. And yeah, they're just being overwintered. What you can do is just hack the leaves off and cover them over the base of the stem. It's like nature's mulch, really. So coming out of the kind of wooded wild area of the garden, we come inside the walls of proper Aberglasney. This is the kitchen garden. Very formal. There's lots of fruit tree kind of cord and espalier things. Little arches going through. Look at these walls up here. It's like a apple espaliers made from loads of Welsh varieties. This is Thursday's pruning job. Pretty effective as a screen covering. So coming out of the veg garden and into the main herbaceous bed area. It's all very formal with lawn stripes courtesy of myself. And I love this kind of triangle topiaries, these cones that really tie the whole area together. I am a bit obsessed with Helleborus, so seeing these here blew me away really. Look at some of the colour variations. If I can focus the camera, way nice black one, quite frilly double tips. Oh, this is Helleborus cross hybridus, sometimes known as Helleborus orientalis, but because of the kind of gene pool mixes, they're kind of all classed as cross hybridus. So what you do is when the flowers start poking up, you cut the leaves off. Look at that one. And cutting the leaves off also helps black spot. They are a herbaceous perennial. They will come back up every year. They'll self-seed around the place as well. Ah, just that shade of black is like velvety, like the night sky. Incredible. Yeah, they can tolerate kind of semi-shade Helleborus, and they like alkaline soils. They tolerate quite a lot. In my garden in Essex, they like the clay soil down there, which is why I grow so many. Oh, I could look at them all day. Mahonia cross media. Maybe one called Charity, but there's quite a lot of cultivars. The leaf colour is just stunning, and the flowers this time of year. And they have a nastic response, these flowers, so if you touch the middle bit, the stamens will close up inside themselves. But, oh god, that colour is beautiful. If I had to pick a favourite species of iris, it'd be this one here, Iris unguicularis. It's a really hardy kind of clump-forming perennial iris. It likes boggy conditions and tolerates clay soil. It gets bigger and bigger every year, but winter time is when these blue flowers come up, and they're just starting to go over, but it's probably too early in the morning to really get a good look at one. But kind of nice marbled, white striped. If you go to any winter garden, I'm sure you'll be sick of seeing these things. This is Cornus alba, Midwinter Fire I think, or Cornus sanguinea, your dogwood. They grow pretty big, you cut them down and the new stems have this kind of reddish colour to them. This iris over here, Iris reticulata. Really great in like light soils, free draining, nice colour. I don't really like tall irises because they're quite flamboyant and showy and they always flop over, but these little guys are great. And oh, look at this, these are little Chionodoxa that are just starting to pop up. They're quite pretty, aren't they? Oh, there's a little one just coming. Pulsatilla vulgaris just starting to send up its leaves and flowers. Oh, getting ready for the season. Snowdrops, who doesn't like snowdrops? They're just great. What more can you say? I mean, honestly, this time of year you start to see Salix caprea, the goat willow, in flower, and this species, Salix grandicipius or something, is a bit more ornamental, not a native, but this particular cultivar is one called Mount Aso, kind of red tips, yellow pollen buds that are just starting to break, but that red colour is what you want it for. So related to hazel, this is Colourful, I think. I'm probably wrong, but lots of yellow flowers. It's almost a tree shrub kind of thing. They're all dangling here. Same with Snowdrops. Familiar favourite, this is Narcissus Tête-à-tête. Great name, great bulb, really small. An effective winter interest plant. This is Hydrangea paniculata. If you leave the seed heads, the flower heads, and don't cut them off, you get this kind of cloud of puffy brown foliage, and when the wind goes through them, all you can hear is like a shoo. It's amazing, and I've seen lots of birds kind of jump around between them, so that's, you know, wildlife benefits as well. An early flowering cherry. This one is Prunus incassa. I think it's a cultivar called Pia. It's really pretty. As much as I love the yellow Hamamelis, this orange one, cultivar Diane, is incredible. Look at the colour of that. Just as the other rhododendrons begin to flower, this one's almost finished. It's Rhododendron South Lodge. Really deep red flowers on the end of the stems. Just amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of slow awakening start to the day, looking around Aberglasney. I know everyone raves about the kind of borders in the spring and summer, but wintertime it's just amazing. It's that real sense of reflection that the wintertime is all about, and I really recommend giving it a check out.